Hey folks, how's it going? Well, today we're going to do a little bit of a Blu-ray review and a Blu-ray update. So get ready to go because we're going to talk a little bit about Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventure on Blu-ray. Alright, so I guess I've given away the fact that, yes, I picked up, finally, the Indiana Jones Complete Adventures Blu-ray set, which is beautiful and shiny. It's like comes in a nice, box and everything. And it's great. It's a really good set with really good transfers and everything. And I got it for a really good price. I got it for $38.99 on Amazon. They had a one-day sale. It was the gold box deal. Little did I know that Fry's was going to have a sale a little later on. Like, I think literally like less than a week later, they put this on for $34.99. But what are you going to do? $40 was about my price point. So when I saw it hit $38.99, even though I didn't have a lot of money, I was just like, screw it, I'm buying it. It's my gift to myself. I've been wanting this since it came out, man. Ooh, have I been wanting this. So anyways, here's the cover box art. It's got the embossed Indy with the shininess. Different shiny finish than the other shiny background. And then here's the side. And here's the shiny map background here. And, there is one thing that irks me just a little bit. If you look at the Lucasfilm thing, it seems to be a little off-center here. But what are you going to do? I can't complain. You can't even barely see the Lucasfilm logo there anywhere because it's blurry. But even though I'm very happy with this, there are some complaints. There are a few little problems that I have with this. First off, let me just show you what happens when I just slightly tip. Like not squeezing or anything. What? Oh, shit, it just fucking, it's heavy, it just falls out. There's a lot of space in between the actual box and the book that comes out of the box. This could have been a little bit tighter. It should have been a little bit tighter. What are you going to do? I can't complain since I didn't pay full price. But I would be really upset if I had paid full price. Alright, so now on to the book. Now, I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea to do a book for this, being that it's Indiana Jones. He's a professor. He's a teacher. He tells you to read books. Okay, no, he doesn't. In the fourth movie, he tells you to stop reading. Anyways, we've got this book thing, and, in terms of the whole Indiana Jones thing, it kind of makes sense to have it in some kind of a book. But the way that they chose to do it was very bad. Like, I wouldn't say it was as bad as the original Back to the Future packaging, but kind of bad. And I'll show you why, because I want you to see what happens when you start to flip through. Okay, so you've got this opening. Great. Nice artwork. And then here's the first disc. So I'll slightly, and I have to literally, like, there's a little, it snaps in and out, right? It snaps in and out. The disc will snap in and out of this little sleeve thing, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. And Blu-rays do have a scratch-resistant coating. You can literally dig a scratch into it, and it will still play sometimes, if you're lucky. Point is, like, really good scratch-resistant stuff on the Blu-rays. Anyways, so, like, you can't really complain. They go, oh, no, it's going to get scratched, it's going to get scratched. It's not as bad as a DVD, where if it gets even one scratch, it could have a huge problem. Technically, you could have tons of scratches on a Blu-ray, and it probably wouldn't have a problem. Anyways, it doesn't help the fact that, you have to, you really have to pull it out. And the problem with that is that if you are like me and you don't want to be touching and putting fingerprints all over the bottom of the disc, you only have one way to do that, and that's the way I'm just showing you here, which is to, pull on the top part of the disc and then pull it out like this and hold it like this. All right, so that's great. That's good and all that, but it gets worse. As we go on, it gets worse. So here we are in the Temple of Doom, and I had to work for fucking ever, pushing it in and out, like I was fucking the goddamn, book, just to get it to work that well, just to get it to pull out that well. Originally, I literally had I had no other recourse. I had to put my thumb on the back of the freaking disc just to pull this sucker out. That is unfor-freaking-givable. I'm sorry, but it is. That's ridiculous. And look at this. I'm showing you right now. Look at this. You should not have to work that hard to get it back in the freaking thing. It clanked against the freaking cardboard. It should not be doing that. How is it that this part of the packaging is way too tight and this part of the packaging is way too loose? You done goofed. I don't know what the heck they were thinking, but you done goofed. So anyways, on to The Last Crusade. This disc comes out a lot easier. All the other ones do. For some reason, it's just Temple of Doom that has all the trouble. There's the Crystal Skull, and then on the end, cap it all off, the bonus disc, which I guess is a little hard to get in and out to, but not as hard as Temple of Doom. So yes, the Indiana Jones Complete Collection. Like I said, the discs themselves, the transfers are very nice. The packaging looks good. It's just not as functional as it should be. Like, if you're going to force people to use this kind of packaging where they're going to have to pull it out from the side like this, and, it's not going to be a proper, disc container system like a regular Blu-ray case would be, then you're going to have to make sure that people can actually get the disc out. For crying out loud, that is way too freaking tight. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, some complaints, but overall, I mean, if you can get a good deal on it, I still think this is a great pickup. I mean, how could you say no to Indiana Jones? A lot of people have pointed out, well, I'm going to wait for the individual releases because I don't want the fourth movie. Really? You hate the fourth movie that much that you're not willing to buy it in the set. Really. You know what? I'm going to share something with you. I am in the middle of doing an article which will be my attempt to make a case for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Because a lot of people shit on this movie. And, well, some of them might have a good reason to, but I feel like there's something else you need to take into consideration when watching this movie over the others. Because it's not the same movie made for the same purposes as the original films were. It's very different, and you need to watch it with that critical eye, and not the critical eye of somebody who is coming into it expecting the same exact thing as they got in the 80s. It's been how many years? Are you really expecting to see a return of what you saw in the 80s? A complete return of the exact same thing? Anyways, I have made my case and I am posting it on geeky.com. So, if you want to read that, you can find it right here. Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures. Glad to have this on Blu-ray. And yes, I do enjoy all 4 movies. So, I'm glad to have the complete set, even though for some reason they chose to do a really poor job of packaging, as I have shown already. Okay, thanks for watching. Catch ya later. Peace! Hey folks, how's it going? Well, today we're going to do a little bit of a Blu-ray review and a Blu-ray update. So get ready to go because we're going to talk a little bit about